let's quickly go over these answers. When I talk about directions, you're going to have plenty of time. Go back, underline keywords, make sure that you're actually doing what the directions say. If I see that I need the angles of the triangle, first thing I'm going to do is write down 3 angle symbols. Take a look at your paper. Did you write down angle or did you just write down letters? If you just wrote down letters, you're giving me points. You won't get credit unless you've actually got symbols that match up with what we're looking for. Small to large. I will do this on tests. If I have to take some sort of test for graduate school, I will write down things like this just to make sure that I'm following the directions, because it's easy to go through these tests very quickly. On the SOL test, it might say large to small. Pay attention to what's going on. And don't look at the actual physical characteristics of the drawing. It's not drawn to scale. So if you squint at this and ignore the numbers, AC obviously is the longest side. But sometimes the drawings are exaggerated and changed just to confuse you. Look at the numbers to be sure. What is the smallest length that you see up here? 6, 15, or 18? 6. Rule. Small angles are opposite small sides. By opposite, we mean on the other side of the triangle. I'm looking over here. That's angle C. Biggest, 18. Big angles are opposite big sides. I look over here. That must be the biggest angle. And the one in between, that's the 15. That's opposite A. Did we all have CAB? Same thing here. I'm dealing with angles. I'll write down my angle symbol. This is small. That must be small. This is big. That must be big. L must be in the middle. Small, small. Big, big. All of those were angles, and I used one letter because it was obvious what angle I'm talking about when I say R, P, and Q. If you've got a more elaborate diagram, you might have to use 3 letters for your angle. How many letters do you need if we're talking about sides? Did you write down 1, 2, or 3? 2. This is also saying short to long, small to big, however you want to talk about it. Since I'm talking about sides, I immediately write down some segment symbols. Did you just write down 2 letters? Did you put a symbol up top? Make sure that there's a symbol above your letters. Since I'm going short to long, I'll look for small numbers. Short side must be over here. Label it. What's the name of it? RT. Big angle, opposite the long side. That's ST. The only one that's left is RS. Make sure that your answers look like that. 2 letters, symbol on top. Not everything's going to be given to you. You might have to put in some missing information, like 90 and 55. That's small. What's opposite is the short side, which is KJ. 90 is obviously the biggest angle. The hypotenuse must be the long side. HJ, the one that's left, is KH. $110, $37. Did you put 33? That's the smallest side. I'm sorry, small angle, short side. That is DF. Big angle, opposite long side. That's ED. And the remaining side is EF. Everything else we do over the next couple of days is just going to be variations on this. We're going to take this type of situation and add it to a real-life diagram. Maybe we'll have cities instead of points like E, D, and F. Maybe we'll have map locations. But it's all going to be the same work. You're either looking for big angles opposite big sides and small angles opposite small sides, or you're doing work like on our triangle inequality notes. We're trying to decide whether or not we even have a triangle in the first place. Or if we have two sides of the triangle, what are possibilities for that third side? Everything else is going to be variations on that. Which is why your review portion of your test is going to be longer. So 5 questions, maybe it'll be 10 questions, maybe it'll be 15 questions.